Do you guys talk with risk management people within the organizations?
So it's funny that you bring that up because one of the best teams when I was at HEB that I worked together with were the risk managers. They had a team of hundreds of people, and all that they did was several times a year they visited every store and just inspected the store related to all the regulations and just kind of audited, how they were doing. And they came to me and they said, yeah, we heard there's this new program and, we wanted to know whether we can help you or not. But it was funny because they incorporated a couple of really simple things into their store inspections and they were so dedicated. I had to meet with them every month so that they could pose questions about things they ran into out there.
Yeah.
And some of them were really funny, right? Some of them were kind of like, um, how do we make sure that people don't fall off the roof, when they're up there? And I was kind of like, well, is it as simple as like, don't go to the edge of the roof? Like, what? But other stuff, like I had them looking for equipment that had like
Oh,
active oil
mhm,
leaks, right?
mhm.
Because if you're leaking oil, you're leaking refrigerant. And I
Yeah.
know
That's
that's
right.
one of the things the EPA enforcement agents look for.
Mm.
And, they would come back and they would say, well, the facility manager keeps telling me that that's not oil, it's water. And I said, tell the facility manager to stick his finger in and lick his finger. And if
Oh.
it's water, he shouldn't have any problem with that, right?
Right.
And they came back and they said, "Yeah, it's amazing how much of it actually turns out to be oil when I ask somebody to actually eat it," right?
I'd be like,
I wouldn't have done
yep.
either. I'm not touching the water on the
That's
roof either.
yeah, I'd have done it. I'd have been like, yeah, that's water. It's
I've done
nasty
it.
water. That's how I find out if I have a coolant leak on my truck or if it's just the AC condensate.
Surprised you're still alive, Les.